Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, and today's speech is going to be about my experience with this class, public speaking. First, let me show you my audience. Unfortunately, I only have one today, just my mother, because my sister just bailed out on me last minute. How nice of her. Okay, so my experience in this class has been surprising for me. When I first signed up, I thought that, well, actually I didn't really know what I expected it to be. I was surprised that I could take this class online because I have always had a fear of public speaking, like a huge fear, and it always made me nervous. My face would get red, my mouth would get dry, and I would shake a little bit every time I had to go in front of the class, which really hasn't been since high school, and I'm 25 now. But nevertheless, I have not grown out of it. Still afraid, although I have to say that at the end of this class, I do feel like I've grown and that I am a little more comfortable giving a speech in front of a group. The first speech for me, the introduction, was not my favorite, but it was the easiest because you just talk about yourself. You just say who you are and what you like. My favorite speech that we have done would be the informative speech, because I did mine on prostate cancer, not because that is like my favorite subject, but because it is something that's personally affected me, because my grandfather died from prostate cancer and we were very close. But I also liked it because it was already something that I knew a lot of information about, because after he died I Googled it and I did a lot of just personal information because I needed to know, why did he get this? Why did it happen to him? You know, was it something that he did wrong? And the more information I got, I didn't necessarily feel better about him dying, but I felt better being more aware of it. And I found myself wishing that I had done that kind of research before he died, but I was blindsided in a way. In some ways I wasn't, but anyway. For me, that was my favorite speech because it helped me kind of have a bit of closure about his death. My least favorite speech, I can't say that I really had a least favorite. There wasn't one that I really didn't like. The famous speech, it wasn't bad, but I don't know. It's hard for me to say least favorite because I really didn't not like it. It was just okay. You know, you pick a person and for me, actually, probably the hardest part was picking somebody, because I didn't know if I wanted to go the traditional route and just pick somebody more from history, like Martin Luther King, you know, or, you know, a president. But I ended up choosing Marilyn Monroe because I figured it was different than what other people would choose, and I think that she influenced women even now. If I could give somebody advice that was going to take this class, I would say definitely take it, especially if you have anxiety or reservations about public speaking. Taking it online does make it a little easier. You can not have the same fears because you're not standing there in front of a huge room. And when people view your speech, you're not, like, it's not, I don't know how to say it, it's not live for you. So it's not as scary, or at least that's how I felt. So I would definitely recommend this class to anyone who wants to take public speaking, needs to take public speaking. I enjoyed myself, and I have grown, and I feel like I can deliver a speech in a more professional manner and without being as nervous. Thank you to my mother.